right, what up, people? It's your boy Chig from That Eagle Eye, coming to you again with a brand new video. This time, it is Eagle Eye, the transfer rumor show, where I talk to you about rumors and news surrounding the Arsenal. First things first, obviously, I've been a bit sporadic the last couple of days, the last week, really. My internet issues have just been absolutely ridiculous. I mean, if you're a technical person, maybe you might understand this. But basically, I don't know what happened Sunday. No, actually, it really started Saturday night. I was chilling with the boys. They crashed round Saturday night. I was watching UFC on my phone. Normally, I can watch it from my bedroom, no issues. But then, I was watching the game. I was watching the fight. I noticed that for whatever reason, my Wi-Fi wouldn't reach my bedroom. And I was like, that's weird. So I had to come into the living room just to keep watching the damn fights. It was just the most ridiculous situation. The boys looking at me like, what are you doing? I'm like, yeah, bro, this is the only way to watch the fight. Just crash out, bro. It is what it is, right? Finished watching the fight. I was like, cool. Went back to sleep. And the next day, I come into the living room. My internet's gone. It's just gone. And all week, I've had 3 engineers come round. One from my TV provider, Sky. If you're in the UK, you know who that is. And then 2 from BT, who, again, in the UK, if you know what that is, if you're outside of the UK, it stands for British Telecom. So, yeah. So it's only the second guy, the second British Telecom guy, actually knew what the fuck he was doing. Basically, I had my whole line rebuilt, and then I had some fiber ports rebuilt, if that makes any sense to you, where they had to basically go to the exchange in order to change them. But in essence, what it essentially means is after all that rebuild, I should actually have faster internet. So there should be no more, you know how I used to have that occasional lagging shit? There should be no more of that. No more filters, no more nothing. It should be crisp, quality shit. That's what I've been told. So hopefully you guys will enjoy the show moving forward. And funny enough, the second guy recognized me. I was just like, oh, no. I was just like, all right, so you know what I do. So you now know why I need better internet. So anyway, so that was interesting. So yeah. Anyway, we move. Thank you, second guy. You did rebuild my second line, though. Please do slap a like on this video. You guys, in my last video, you guys were not messing around with them likes. You killed it. Absolutely killed it. I do shows at Lee that don't get that many likes. So, flipping heck. I don't know what I did in that last one. I'm going to try and replicate it, though. I might do a couple more late shows. They seem to go down well with you lot. So I might do that moving forward. But please do slap a like on this video. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And feel free to join the membership. Now my internet's back. I'm going to get onto video making, baby. That's what I'm going to do. So it is what it is. Obviously, for anyone who doesn't know, tonight I'm going to be obviously doing this show. Then I'm doing a watch along with Lee. And then straight after that, me, Kenny Can, and Will be doing a boxing preview. Now, notice I don't mention a very key figure in that, and that's Ola. Unfortunately, Ola is not able to make the show, unfortunately, due to some work commitments. So that would be weird not doing a show with Ola, but it should still be fun. It is boxing focused, and I've just seen the other half drive up. So no doubt a dog's going to start running across me in a second. So do ignore that. All right, let's keep it moving. All right, let's talk about what I'm sure all of you guys are wondering about, and that's Gabriel. Now, I had a ridiculous amount of people hit me up yesterday talking, my God, Chig, what's happened? Chig, Man United have come in. Chig, what's going on? Chig, I thought you said they were having a medical. Flipping heck. Like I'm some sort of ITK. Let me make this nice and clear, right? I do not pretend to try and be someone like the plug or any other ITK there is. This is not one of them situations where where I'm going to tell you that such and such has been buying a house in London, and therefore that proves that he is moving to. You ain't going to hear them bars from me. But the only thing is that for me, when I do the show, I don't just like to give you what the Sun are reporting. I like to try and follow through with a transfer story as much as possible. I'll try and find different sources, different takes, as you're about to see as I go through this. So this is just what I believe based on not only what I have looked into, but what trusted people have told me. Especially when you do shows like this, you have to have trusted sources, people that tell you stuff that turns out that they're correct. So that's all this is going to be, all right? All right. So from my understanding about the Gabriel thing, like I told you guys yesterday, Gabriel had a medical. Now, there is some dispute as to where that medical is. Hold on 1 second, 2 seconds. I'm going to turn off the camera 1 second. Now, there is some dispute over exactly, where that medical took place. Some people think that the medical took place in France. Some people think it took place in London. But there is some dispute over where that medical took place, but he did indeed have a medical. Now, you watch. Just heard the door open. I warned you guys, this dog's going to start running like crazy across me. All right? So bear with me while I wrestle with it. Oh, boy. Here we go. Here comes trouble. So anyway. So, relax. Easy. Sorry. Anyway. So there is some obviously dispute in terms of where that medical took place. But from my understanding is that that medical took place yesterday. And guess what? He passed. He passed that medical yesterday. Now, obviously, last night there was a story that broke that PSG and Man United have made a last-minute move for Gabriel. Immediately, as soon as I saw PSG, I thought, BS. Easy. What are you crying for? Sorry. Why are you crying for? Oh. Easy. Shh. Sorry, the dog's crying. Like, the dog's really stressed. Sorry about that. You can probably hear her crying. I have no idea why she's crying. Anyway. So as a result, oh my goodness, flipping heck. So as a result, sorry. Are you okay? You're interrupting my show. Right. As a result, I've said as a result about 18 times. I've forgotten where I was going with it. So yes, a medical has taken place. Now, obviously, yesterday, PSG, Man United made for a bid. Oi. No, none of that. And they made a bid, and essentially, the PSG bid is supposed to be BS. I knew it would be. As soon as it came up, I told people that's BS. This is a player that's in their league. It's not like they don't know the player. If they were interested from morning, they'd have bid from him from morning. That didn't happen. Now, we did know that United retained an interest in Gabriel. Now, my understanding about this late move is actually that late move took place 4 or 5 days ago, apparently. Now, I don't know why the story all of a sudden broke yesterday, but this late move took place about 4 or 5 days ago, from my understanding. Now, my understanding is that they made that late move. Now, it could be the fact that maybe Gabriel decided to go ahead with the medical and then wait to see if A, Man United made a bid which was accepted, and then B, if they made an offer which was better, and then he wanted to take some time to think about it. That could be a possibility, but I personally doubt it. I think, and this is the way I followed the story, is that Man United showed some interest. They had a brief conversation. Then nothing really happened. So then Gabriel decided to progress with Arsenal. And then that's that. My understanding is that the Arsenal move was favoured over the Napoli move. That's still the case. And as far as I understand, it's just a case of now of Arsenal announcing that the deals have been done. I must admit, I'm a little surprised that the Aubameyang deal hasn't been announced the same time as this today. I'm a little bit surprised about that. And subsequently, because the papers are the papers, they are now using that as a way of winding people up and saying all kinds of things that aren't true. But once again, like I say, from my understanding, the Gabriel deal, sorry, I've just remembered something. The Gabriel deal, my brain's gone. Sorry, it's the dog. From my understanding, the Gabriel deal is still on, and unless something dramatic happens, I don't think anybody should worry at the moment. That's all I would say. At the moment. That doesn't mean to say I've been wrong before, but from my understanding is the Gabriel deal is still on. He passed the medical, and it's just a case of us announcing it now. So we'll see what happens. In terms of anything else, let me now move forward with Houssem Aouar. Now, people have noticed that I've not been particularly excited by this deal. The reason being that, I just felt like, in my personal opinion, people have noticed I've not been particularly excited by this deal. Now, in my personal opinion, that's because of the fact that I just feel as though this deal has always been unattainable, in my personal opinion. I feel like, in my personal opinion, he's a player that's never really shown any interest in moving to Arsenal. So I've never been particularly high on it. I've never been particularly enthusiastic on it. Not because the player is not a magnificent player, but because the player has not shown any interest in moving to Arsenal. Anyway, in any case, he has recently come out. Obviously, in previous conversations, he's talked about the fact that he's wanted to work with Pep. He's wanted to work with Zidane, and in the past, he's wanted to work with all sorts of managers. Notice none of them have been Mikel Arteta. So I've been wondering why we're getting so excited about a move that is unlikely to happen. Anyway, it's recently come out that Houssem Aouar has said a couple of things. One of the things he's come out and said is that he wants to leave Lyon, which is obviously great. But then the other flip side is that he wants to move to Juventus, which is the one that caught everyone by surprise. I must admit, I was expecting him to say he wanted to move to Man City, but he wants to move to Juventus. So that makes things a little bit trickier. I know people were hella excited by this deal. Listen, if we can pull it off, shit. But I've always felt like it's an unlikely deal, just because I just have my doubts that the player himself would want to come. But nevertheless, we are where we are. We keep it moving. And sorry, 1 second. You good?
Yeah.
All right, I'm good. Just checking. But the player himself has basically said that he wants to move to Juventus. So we'll see what happens. It is what it is. Me personally, I say cut our losses of this and go and get Dominic Szoboszlai. You guys know this. That is my personal opinion. That's the one I want us to go and get. I've said that from the very get-go. But hey, if we can somehow make this move happen, in spite of the fact that he's not really that keen about coming to Arsenal, I'll take a few years of Houssem Aouar. Let me tell you that now. I'll take 3 or 4 years of him and sell him on for huge profit. I'm up for that. What do you guys think? Again, let me know. Leave it in the comments below. All right, I might as well just get this out of the way. I didn't really want to talk about it last time, and I realized I left it out last time. I will talk about it this time. Let's talk about Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Now, I know many people in the comments last time were a bit surprised that I never spoke about it, but essentially, Ainsley Maitland-Niles is obviously being linked with lots and lots of clubs, like we expected him to be. One of them is Brighton. One of them is West Ham. So those are the sort of clubs you figure, yeah, sure, you'd come in for him. So that's what those clubs are. Another one of those clubs is Wolves, which you think to yourself, okay, NC, I see you, brother. I could see a midfield of him and Neves in the heart of Wolves midfield. I could see that. I could definitely see that. The other one is Tottenham Hotspur, which everybody's like, oh, hell no. I will say this, as controversial as this is, and this is very controversial. He is a Jose Mourinho player. Let me tell you, his versatility, he is a Jose Mourinho player. Oi, come here. Stop poking around the bin. He's a Jose Mourinho player. 100, oh my goodness, 100%. Right? This dog, putting your ass in my face as well. All right? He is a Jose Mourinho player. Oi, I don't know what you're doing. Luna, what are you doing? Luna. See what I'm saying? I told you this dog will cause mayhem as soon as they come in. Anyway, he is a Jose Mourinho player, because you mark my words, right? Anything that he ends up doing, what are you eating? Go over there. Go on. Stay in my show. All right? Anything that he ends up doing, any way that he ends up playing, I guarantee Jose improves him as a player, because he's coachable. We've seen that he's coachable based on the fact that every time the coach gives him something to do, he excels at it. That's why I'm so against this idea of selling him. Now, it's important to add balance to everything, because as I talk about this, I also read another story yesterday. And that story was the fact that supposedly him and Mikel have had a conversation, and, you know, Mikel wants him to stay. He wants to stay. So they've kind of had that informal agreement, so nothing's going to happen. But at the end of the day, money walks, bullshit talks. And if at the end of the day, if Spurs were to offer 20 million, does anyone have any confidence that Arsenal would turn it down? A club that needs money in order to do what they're doing. I'm not. On the flip side of it, if you're looking at Ainsley Maitland-Niles and people are going to say to me, oh, well, he wouldn't go there. Why? What does he owe Arsenal, really? Yeah, okay, before you say, well, he had his education at Arsenal, Chig. So what do you mean? But since then, they've not done anything to help him. He's in a bit of a kind of an Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain sort of spot at the moment, where he's not really a master of any particular trade, but he's a jack of all. Jose will damn sure master him in his actual position. That's for damn sure. I keep mentioning Jose because I think that is a realistic move for him. I know you guys don't think so. I think that's a realistic. I think the Nuno move is realistic. I think the Wolves move is realistic, because Wolves are a good team these days. They've always been a big side. They're a good team these days. But I think the Jose thing is they need a midfielder, yo. They need a central midfielder, and I think that Maitland-Niles will be a good engine for them. And actually, if they are that committed about getting rid of Ndombele because he doesn't do enough defensive work, this guy will. This guy will be perfect for them. Or they also need right backs, because I know they're not happy with their right back. This is another candidate for that. So they've got two positions that Ainsley Maitland-Niles can realistically be really good at. But what do you guys think? Again, let me know. Leave it in the comments below. Talk to me in the chat room. Is there anything else I'm forgetting before I come into the chat? Apart from you guys that are probably laughing at my dog the entire time. Wait a minute. Let me just see the dog whisperer. Yeah, okay. Figured all those jokes are coming. Dr. Viraj, Ainsley Maitland-Niles is important to the team. Believe me, I'd keep him. But I'm just suspicious that Arsenal would sell him if they received 20 million. I am very suspicious. Let me just quickly scour just to see if I'm forgetting any other stories. I'm not going to talk about the hint of Dani Ceballos. I know Dani Ceballos apparently in congratulating Joe Willock on his birthday yesterday, which, by the way, happy birthday, Joe Willock. On Joe Willock's birthday yesterday, he sent a message saying, I'll see you soon. So people are like, whoa, you'll see him soon? Okay. And people have interpreted that as a deal is going to be happening. I suppose Aubameyang is the next thing. So I don't really have any updates on this. The last I know is that there are some papers that are suggesting that Aubameyang has actually asked for $350 a week and the club are struggling. Let me tell you something. I think that is utter bullshit. I think that, if anything, I think the deal is more or less agreed. As I told you guys the last time I did this show, Aubameyang's been on holiday. It's as simple as that. He's been on holiday, and he only flew in yesterday or this morning? One of the two, because they're all due back in pre-season training today. So he only flew in today. And I know before anyone asks, yes, I know he did an Instagram live with troops. I haven't yet seen it, so I can't really comment, but I know he did one with troops. For me, this is not a guy that acts like he's leaving the club. Like, the one thing that I don't really read too much into the Instagram live with troops. Troops loves all that kind of celebrity mingling type stuff. For me, I'm not really in. I love Troops. He's my guy, but I'm not really interested in things like that personally. But one thing I will say about that whole situation is that this is not a guy that acts like he's leaving a club. If I am leaving a club, I'm not trying to mingle with the club, no matter how much internet famous they are. I'm not trying to mingle with the club's fans. That to me, this just doesn't seem like a guy that's leaving a club to me. So again, all you lot that are hounding, I put this status up on Twitter yesterday. I just couldn't help it. I find it hilarious, and some of you are guilty of this. Believe me, I recognize your names. I can see you. Oi, leave the bin alone. Oi, leave the bin alone. All right. Some of you are guilty of this. I have never understood the mentality of hounding Arsenal admin. Arsenal admin, 9 times out of 10, is some spotty kid on a summer intern that's just trying to get work experience. What do you expect them to know or them to tell you? I've never understood that. They tweet what they're told, or they try and be inventive with what they have freedom on. That's it. So I've never understood why people go, announce this. Oh, cool, yeah, I'll get on that then, just because you demanded for me to announce Aubameyang. I'll get right on that for you. I've never understood that. I find it hilarious. It's the funniest sight you'll see on Twitter is Arsenal admin during times of transfers, because it's just hilarious. Can you see it? Can you see the graveyard? Can you see the graveyard? Oi.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
I can hear it in your voice. Oh dear. Anyway, so yeah, it's the funniest time. It's the funniest thing, the absolute funniest thing on Twitter. So, but yeah, again, this is similar to Gabriel, although I'm more sure about this deal. To be fair, similar to Gabriel, I'm not particularly worried. I think it is what it is. I'm fully expecting this deal to be done. Who knows? Maybe Aubameyang's already signed it. Who the frick knows? But I think the deal is done. It's just a case of announcing it, and we'll see when that happens. Arsenal like to take their time with everything. The other thing I will caution all of you guys on: keep in mind we are not in a normal situation. So when somebody does a medical, and then somebody's deal is announced, that might take some time. Social distancing, quarantine, things like that will get involved in things like that. So I think it is important for us to show a little bit of patience. We are not in normal circumstances. A good example is how long it took from Willian's medical to when Willian's deal was actually announced. It was a while, if you remember. And I think we're going to need to be used to that. You know, deals might be done that we're not necessarily aware of, and then they're announced late. That just is just the world that we're working in at the moment. And I think sometimes we need to kind of remember we're almost sometimes so spoiled by the amount of news that we're given in such an instant that sometimes when we're not given that instant news, we start bitching, you know. And I think it's important for us as fans to recognize that. And I only say that because I'm hearing some bullshit that we're already abusing Gabriel. Just apparently online, people are just abusing Gabriel because he dared to take some time to consider his own flipping future. It's just like, Arsenal fans, stop doing this, man. You embarrass all of us when you do shit like that. Stop it. Fuck. Shouldn't be abusing anyone at any time, but especially because the guy dares. Wouldn't you think about it? Flipping heck, I don't care if we're Arsenal fans here. Wouldn't you think about it? If United came in with a higher offer, they're a bigger club, and arguably they have more prospects. Come on, relax. Shit. When I heard that, I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, we've done it again. We're doing it again. We're doing it again. Okay. Have I forgotten anything else? Ceballos, talked about that. Oh, yeah, of course. Let me talk about Socrates. So Socrates, that's interesting. This is interesting. So I noticed recently, I don't know if you guys noticed this, it went from being no interest to Socrates to all of a sudden, every day I'm waking up to a new team interested in Socrates. The last I heard, it was just Napoli that were interested. Now I'm hearing Roma are interested, a couple more teams are interested. I'm like, what's going on here? So Socrates is actively trying to get out of his Arsenal contract. The reason being he had a phone call with Arteta, and Arteta just laid it straight. You don't have a future at this club. He must be dumb if he thought anything otherwise. My man would have sooner played Medley than he would have played Socrates. I don't know what Socrates is doing in training, but Arteta clearly did not trust this guy on the pitch, right? Well, like I said, I don't know what happened, but in any case, he's had a very frank call. And since the phone call, Socrates has been actively trying to get out of his contract, which I do find interesting. So yeah, supposedly he's trying to get out of his contract. He's obviously on £92,000 a week. His thought process is, listen, forget about the fee. You guys are so desperate to get me off the books. I won't claim shit. You don't have to pay me off. You don't have. You can get me off the books. Let me just walk. Obviously, from his perspective, it allows him to negotiate a higher signing on fee. And then from our point of view, we get 92 grand off the books. 92 grand off for the week off the books. So I can see the appeal. But obviously, we do need a little bit of cash to actually spend money on. So I can see the reluctance of just, allowing him to walk. But what do you guys think? What would you have Socrates do? Remember, it did cost us £18 million, believe it or not. So you'd think Arsenal will want to recoup at least some of that. So I can understand why they're trying to hold on. But again, you guys let me know what you think. All right, I think that is pretty much everything. So let me just quickly dive into the chat room before I go. Remember, 150 people watching. Please do slam the like button. You guys have been fantastic with that. Like I said, I don't know what happened. I'm going to do late night shows more often because them midnight shows help me. I had a crazy amount of likes on that. It'd be nice if I get something similar. So please do slam that like button. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We're growing, boy. We are growing. Less than 1,400 away from 10K now. So let's keep it moving. Let's keep on building. All right. Remember when AFTV was gassing up Socrates? Bless them. They do gas up a lot of people, to be fair. Gosh, it's windy. My blinds are going haywire. I need to close that. All right, let me see what you lot are saying. Chig, you okay, man? I'm good, brother. I'm good. I'm good, Daniel. I'm good. I saw you say that last time as well. I'm good. I did see that Harry Maguire had been arrested. I did see that story on Sky Sports News. I don't really know much details about it, but essentially he was in Greece and then got transported back to the UK via Greece police. And then I don't know what happened. That sounds mad. Gosh, God. Sometimes with English footballers, you can't take them nowhere, bro. Can't take them nowhere. What breed of dog do I have? I have a Springer. Babe, what is Luna? A Springer. Babe, what is Luna? A Springer what? No, what is Luna? A Springer what?
Springer Spaniel crossed with a Beagle.
Springer Spaniel crossed with a Beagle. I always forget. I have to ask the missus. Gabriel wants to win trophies, not penalties. I hope so. That's my gut instinct. I still think he'll come to Arsenal. But mine, like I say, people, I am not the plug. I don't claim to be an ITK. So if he ends up at United, don't go, oh, Chig, I thought you said no. I'm giving you my opinion and the way I followed the story. I don't think he will end up being a United player, in my opinion. Because like I say, from my understanding, the actual approach for Gabriel actually took place like 4 or 5 days ago. And that was if you remember, that was a lot of the reason why it took so long for us to actually, like, what were we doing? Remember, for ages, we were like, well, what are we doing? Are we bidding for him? What are we doing? And I think that was the reason for that delay. So, hope you guys are well. The dog's making a cameo again. Look, you're on camera. Look. Uh-oh. Dog likes making an appearance. TD shifts head on the line. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Archie, when he said Thursday, I'm like, Thursday? Like, all right, mate, I ain't heard Thursday. See, this is why I don't make bold predictions like that. Not too bold. I'll just tell you my belief. And remember, my instincts are usually correct. I remember this time, was it 2 years ago? People were swearing blind that what's his name was going to join the club as manager. And I said to you, why? Because the plug told you. Yeah. I said, all right, I guarantee he's going to join the club. Guarantee it. And I remember specifically Archie was telling me, no, Chig. And I said, no, all right, cool. I'm telling you, he ain't joining the club. Who ended up being right? So, but that's not because I have some sort of inside knowledge. That's just because I follow stories properly. I can usually tell the bullshit from what is actually true. I can always tell you. I won't necessarily make bold predictions like, now, like I said, before someone said it, yes, my belief was that Arsenal would announce Aubameyang and Gabriel today because they usually target end of the weeks and beginning of the weeks for their announcements. But has it surprised me that Arsenal have not announced anything today? No. Arsenal like taking their time. Plus, like I say, we are literally in a situation. Just because lockdown is easy doesn't mean that we don't have quarantine rules, doesn't mean that we don't have social distancing. So normal procedure is clearly not being followed because we need to abide by some shit. Allegri, that's the one. It was Allegri. Everyone was banging on about Allegri this, Allegri that. And I said, all right, Allegri ain't coming. Oh no, but Plug said on AFTV that he bought a house and he chose a dog and he has a wife that speaks English and he speaks English and this, that, and the other. I said, cool. Allegri ain't coming though. Remember, a bull face. I'm saying, cool, innit? We'll see who's right. We'll see who's right. Any news on Ozil Kangaroo? No. Nope. None whatsoever. None whatsoever. Chig, am I doing a Dillian White watch along? Nah. You know why I'm not doing one? The missus will be kind enough to allow me to watch it. But doing a watch along on top of it, shit. And then, that's why she's smiling. I'll let you guys in on a secret. So I've told Lee this, so I could tell you guys. So I've already said to Lee that I'm going to miss one Arsenal game in September. Kiera, right? One Arsenal game in September. And it's the Sheffield United game at home. Normally, I don't miss any Arsenal games. You guys know this, right? So she goes to me on the phone. I bet you can't go a week without being on YouTube. I said, what do you mean? He goes, but you can't go a week without being on YouTube. But we're going to go on holiday, right, in September, which is what we're supposed to be doing. And you're still going to be on YouTube. I said, not only did I have no intention of going on YouTube, I'll prove to you I ain't going to go on YouTube. He's like, what, you're not even going to do your show at Lee? And I said, oh, shit. Because I knew that the Liverpool game was in September. So I was like, okay, cool. I mean, trundle off and check, right? And I thought, so, babe, when are we actually leaving? She goes, the 28th. I was like, yes. So, because the Liverpool game is obviously on the 26th. So I said, cool, I'll miss the Sheffield United game, no problem. I know there's going to be a lot of views for the Liverpool game because half of you motherfuckers are Liverpool fans. So I'm like, all right, cool. So, yeah, we're going to do the Sheffield. We're going to miss the Sheffield United game. No problem. Lee will be fine. So, yeah. So I've told Lee now. So it's official. So, yeah. Now I've told my own audience. So I ain't going to be doing the show myself. So there you go. My own bet one. So there you go. Chig, you're whipped. Jeremiah, you're
Yes, he is.
No. First of all, stop it, because they'll actually believe that. And second of all, when you have a girlfriend, I guarantee, or a wife, and I'm speaking for every taken guy in here, sometimes there's a lot of shit you got to negotiate on.
It's give and take. And the fact that he's whipped.
Can you hear her?
Under the thumb.
They'll believe that, so stop that. They'll believe that shit. They'll believe that shit. Anyway, Ian Barron, I'm watching this on my sick bed, unfortunately. Oh, sorry to hear that, Ian. Get well soon, my bro. Yeah, get well soon. Get well soon. You know you're still watching your phone. You guys down, right? Sorry. Nothing. Do you hear that? That's all right. Don't worry. I didn't say anything. I cleared my throat. It's fine. Don't worry. Aaron Richards, you call it whipped. I call it mutual respect. Well done, Chig. Brat. See, I like Aaron.
Whipped.
You see this bullshit? They're the ones that's supposed to say that. Chig, do you have a job? Yes, I do have a job. Why would I? Why would I not have a job? Yeah, of course I do. And you keep spamming that. Stop spamming that. I saw your question the first time. Chig has to lock the wifey in the basement like Lee. Yes, I do. I do. I do.
He wishes.
I'll stick you in there with Steph. It ain't a problem, right? Me and Lee got the combination to that shit.
Okay, we'll see.
Chig, when's your next member stream, bro? Sunday evening. I'll do my next member stream. Sunday evening. It won't be with anyone, I don't think. It will be just myself. Yeah, anyone spamming, kick them out. Because I'm usually quite good at answering questions. So Chig, do you think a word to Liverpool is possible? Absolutely. I think Liverpool have a chance. I think Real Madrid might come in. I will say that. That's why I just don't. I'm not getting myself excited because I just don't see us favourite for that kid. I don't. I think he's destined for big things. Incidentally, I do think he will end up at Real Madrid eventually. This feels like foreplay to me. It could be. She's kind of freaky, so it would be. It could be. Chig, will you do vlogs? I will do. I'm going to start to do. So I signed back up to the gym. So I'm going on Wednesday, Sunday. I'm going to do 3 times a week to start with. And then I want to up it to the point where I'm doing it every single day. Because I need to get rid of all this water weight. And I think to motivate myself and to make it fun, I'm going to vlog it. And then I'll put that strictly for the members. So I'll put that in the members section. So yes, in answer to your question. Is Lee my best friend? No, he's a good friend of mine, though. He's a good friend of mine. Chig, are you doing a watch-along for the Europa League final? What, you mean, am I on with Lee tonight? Yes, I'm on with Lee tonight. Hence why I'm not doing a watch-along for the fight tomorrow, because if I'm doing a watch-along tonight, I've actually got to spend some time with the missus, you know. So, yeah. Look at this one. Chiggy, love you, mate. Hope to become a member soon, shortly. Buddy, stay blessed. Thank you, Gridiron. Thank you. Is this channel or Leeds? I think I'm supposed to say, is this your channel or Leeds? It's my channel, but okay. Aiden, Chig, not to be negative, but do we go for if Uber does not sign the team? Edward, just load it with as many people who can score goals as possible. If it was me, I'd make a statement and I'd go for Mr. Dembele. My only problem with Mr. Dembele is sometimes he can be a bit inconsistent, but he has goals in him. You need a goal scorer. Chig, you need your own merch. I don't know about all that. Maybe. I might have one of them type of things whereby eventually I have something where it's kind of it's made as it's ordered, as opposed to me ordering this box of shit that no one buys. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to be that. I don't want to do that. But I don't know. Maybe. It's never really. I always found it kind of cringy. Me doing it, not other people. Me doing it. But I don't know. Maybe. If the demand is there, I'll consider it. Sounds like an Igbo wifey. I know the sinister laugh. You'd be surprised. She's just as fiery as an Igbo wifey, but she is not Igbo. Tell you that now. Isn't it? That Italian in you.
Italian Welsh. Good mixture.
Oh, it's a fiery one. Who do you think will get Aouar or Partey? Well, people started to doubt the Partey deal because Atletico Madrid are fighting hard to keep Partey. The last on that is that what Atletico Madrid have essentially said to Partey is, listen, if you wait one more year, we'll give you the pay rise that you want. The problem for them is they kind of said the same thing to him last year. Now, obviously, no one foresaw this pandemic, but from his point of view, it's kind of like, oh, no, if we're going to wait around another year. So, yeah, I can see the hesitation. I see my boy online. The Gunners in the house. So is she going into Milan then tonight? Is that a euphemism? It probably is with you. Partey's in Marbella. Shall I go and stalk him? Go and grab him. Go stick him in a bag and grab him. Actually, he's twice you. He would knock you out before you did that. He'll knock you out before you did that. He's twice the size of you. Do you think we'll get a backup left back? Any recommendations? There are a couple. I would consider the Norwich one. Norwich are doing well, actually. So far, they've not really had any massive exits. I'm still expecting Max Aarons. Oi, you thought I didn't know where you were going. That's why I was looking at you. I'm still expecting Max Aarons to eventually bounce up out of here. I'm still expecting that. Yeah, so we'll see. I guess your I'm guessing that's meant to say your wife. I'm guessing your wife likes the BBC. Well, duh. Well, duh. She hates it. She's just putting up with it. It's just a side gig. Just a side part. What are you eating? She looking or she eating? You can't see that. Lay down. Oh goodness. Why is the wifey not in the basement, Chig? Bro, because you didn't tell me the combination. Send me the combination and I'll stick her in there with Steph. It ain't a problem.
Tell him try it and he'll be in the basement.
Just tell me the combination. That's all you gotta do. Tell me the lock combination. I'll stick her in there with Steph. We are good to go for tonight. Shit. I heard you. I'll do it. You know I do. Babe, I still told you, pick a window. You go flying through it. Ain't a problem. Just pick a window. I'm still waiting on the pick. I can tell her all the time. Every time she gets rude, I said, just pick a window. She goes, huh? What do you mean? Pick a window. And then she goes, oh, go on then. I'll try it. I dare you. I said, don't worry. It's only because I pulled something in my back. Next time, we'll get it done.
That's always the excuse.
Next time, we'll get it done. Pick a window.
That one.
What's that one? The right one? The left one?
The big one.
I'll pick the small one so you hit the wood as well. How about that?
Cheers, baby. Nice.
Yeah, that's the domestic violence we got going on here. Chig, your favorite Cristiano Ronaldo Messi goal? I'm going to answer that next time. I've got to refresh my memory. I know the Ronaldo one. I don't know the Messi one. Get wifey on camera. No chance. No chance. For you lot to hound her. No chance. The same reason that Lee don't stick Steph on is the same reason you'll hear these lot, but you won't necessarily see them. Chig, do you think Ainsley Maitland-Niles will leave? I hope not. Honestly, I think it's 50-50. You know, I think I've heard some people say he won't leave, but actually, if you're Ainsley Maitland-Niles, why wouldn't you leave? I said this for you earlier, right? It's controversial. I think that's a Jose Mourinho player. And actually, if Ainsley Maitland-Niles was brave enough, and it takes bravery to move from Arsenal to Spurs, it takes a lot of bravery. But if you could do it, and you decided you wanted to move to Spurs for no other reason but for the manager, I 100% could see him do it. I bet Lee agrees. I bet, even without even speaking to Lee about this subject, I bet he agrees. I bet he agrees that Ainsley Maitland-Niles is a Jose Mourinho type of player. Because Jose would love him. The boy is so coachable. He is so coachable. He absolutely could move to Spurs and do well. He could absolutely move to Spurs and do well. 100%. But it would take a lot of bravery. Is Gabriel still in our hands? Tyus, I believe so. I believe so. I like I say, I think the move is done. Don't get me wrong, I ain't trying to be the plug on it. Like I say, I'm not the plug. But For me, I think everything is done. I think it's going to take longer to confirm, as all deals are going to take longer to confirm. But that's all. I think everything is wrapped up and done. We should start looking for a new centre back and release interest on Gabriel. Not necessarily. I don't think it's we're at that point yet. Ewan, you damn right. I haven't even told the missus yet. I am. By the way, I might as well tell you together. You know, I'm going to see the tenant, right?
What?
I'm going to go into the cinema, yeah, and see the tenant.
Right.
So I can either do that with you, because I know you are weird about going out at the moment, or I'll do that like next Friday.
Do it on your own.
I knew you'd say that. But I'm gonna see it. Straight up. Chig, I'd go for Sarr. It's funny you should say that. Sarr is now being linked with a move to Barcelona. So don't hold your breath. Don't hold your breath. I'm just hoping for Partey. Me too. Chig looks so scared at the moment. Do I?
It's called wifey.
I know, because you beat me. That's why I look scared. What a weird comment to make. These are crazy. I look terrified. No, just in case, I gave my side bitch a key as well, so they might roll in. She's not laughing. That's what I love getting her. Because them ones play in her mind like, I wonder if she actually gave the side bitches a key.
Fucking dare me.
So, I love teasing that. See, Lee, that's a secret one to use on Steph. That would shut them out real quick.
It don't shut me out.
It shut them out. Bullshit. It shuts you out every time. Every time. Yeah, that's why you give me daggers right now. Oh, shit. What are my thoughts on Laka? Good luck to him if he moves. I've got a feeling he won't. I don't know anything by that. That's just my gut feeling. But good luck to him if he moves. Gabriel coming or not? I tell you what, Mr. Ahmed, go rewatch the video, because you've come in now talking to me a bit rudely, so I'm probably not going to answer you. There's no chance of getting Aouar. Not in my opinion, Ewan. Not in my opinion. Jamal, who I literally remember as Mr. No Homo, Lee would just send Steph to the basement. Now, see, with this one, she's a bit more scratchy, so I have to knock her out first and then send her to the basement. Chig's in the doghouse for that one. Boom, boom. Oh, we see domestic live on air. Yeah, probably heard to me. To be fair. Heard to me, probably. All right. Literally, one more question. I'm out of here, guys. Like I say, I'm literally on live with Lee at 7:30. When is the match? 8, probably, actually. It is 8, yeah. So do check us out then as we take you through the game. Then I'm live with Kenny Ken and Will at 10 for a quick boxing show. We'll just spend an hour just breaking down the Dillian Wyatt versus Povetkin fight. That'll be on the Combat Show. Link is in the description. Join us for that. Should be fun. I've never had Kenny Ken on the Combat Show before. No, tell you, I have once in the very early stages on the Combat Show. But Kenny Ken has legitimately never met Will, so that should be a very good, interesting combination there. So do stick around for that. Is there anything else I'm forgetting? No, I'm probably not going to do an Eagle Eye tomorrow, but I will do one on Sunday. It'll be in a member stream. I do realize that the Champions League final is on Sunday, so I'm going to have to work a way around that. But I'm not sure yet, because Lee has also invited me on to do the Champions League final. I want to make sure I spend some time with this one. So I don't want to clash necessarily with that. So I potentially yes, but I I haven't committed to Lee on that one yet, but I'll let you know if I'm doing that or not. Other than that, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. I'd rather Chig's dog in midfield than Messi. Oh, the dog definitely has energy. That's for damn sure. She'll run all day long. All day long. Hammer them likes, like Mr. Hunter says. Thank you, bro. All right, then. I imagine Lee is about to do a show of some sort. He usually does one at around 5, 6, something like that. So go, if he is about, go and hound his channel now. Go and tell him that Chig sent you. In the meantime, I'll see you all you lot in 2 hours' time. Oh, you're done. Okay, I stand corrected. In that case, I'll see you guys in 2 hours' time with Lee. Take care. Enjoy your weekend if we don't see you. And I don't think I have anything else to say. Peace.